Hello, welcome to a new indie game video. I'm Player State, and today we're taking a look at Iwakura Aria, which is a visual novel game which comes out tomorrow as this goes up. I'm hopefully so because it's a visual novel game. Obviously, the developers don't want to play too much and I don't want to play too much because it will give away too much of the plot. So there's a specific point I can play up to, which I think is covered by the demo on Steam, which you can check out for yourself as well. But I'm not quite sure that hits, so hopefully I don't hit it in this, and I have to like suddenly chop it off. But we'll have to see how it goes. It's something I wanted to take a look at and put up on the feature on the channel because I think it seems quite interesting, and it's kind of more out of the way of some of the bigger indie game stuff that comes out this month. So it loads straight in here, so this is where we are. So let's carry on. I might have to turn off the Japanese because I don't think it's got English voiceover. So we'll have to do that when we get to the menu. I was 16 years old that summer. 33 years have passed since then. That was the year a dream I never could have imagined became my reality. The voice that changed my fate was so gentle. I raised my head, my eyes squinting from the piercing sunlight. It was so bright. Even to this day, it still feels so. Hello? Hey, where are you? Well, I should say thank you to the developers for giving me a review copy to take a look at. Yeah, I featured it in my top 10 games for August. It's got a kind of really cool kind of painterly art style that's mixed in with standard kind of graphics. It looks rather neat in terms of its look. Its look looks neat. It's one of those games which starts out and you're just like, oh, this is fairly standard, but from what I understand, it kind of goes some places. Iwakura Aria. Iwakura Aria. I think that's how you say it. Chapter 1, A Beautiful Painting. Right, is there a way to... I don't know when it saved. It must have saved here, yeah? Oh, it's just closed the game. So there's no options. I can't... Okay, alright. Doesn't seem like there's any options at all. I had a feeling that the sunflowers wouldn't bloom this year. Surely the morning glories wouldn't bloom either. A sculpture of an angel. She's sleeping. I'm sure that's because it feels so out of place here. Even if you plant seeds here, it's not like they will ever sprout. Just walking from the front gate to the main entrance is incredible enough. And then, to top it off, there's even a fountain on the grounds. The government declared a few years after I was born that we as a nation were no longer in the post-war period. But this residence feels like the only place around that isn't Japan. I didn't even know it was possible to be this incredibly wealthy. I guess you can't imagine the likes of something you've never seen before. The grounds are so vast. From here the gatekeeper looks so small. It's been exactly 1 week since I stepped foot into this completely new world, where even the air I breathe feels different from any other place I've lived until now. It all began when I met the head of the household, a man named Amani Iwakura. Flashback. I really don't want to go to job interviews. At the beginning of the month, I quit the construction company I'd been working at since I'd graduated from junior high school. It had only been about a year since I started there. I even told myself that I wouldn't run away, no matter what happened. Both my boss and his business partners were much older than me, yet I had to deal with their advances every single day. The feeling of that huge, moist hand grabbing my thigh on my last day there, it still clings to my skin. It just won't go away. What the hell's your problem standing over there sighing like that? I'm the one who should be sighing around here. None of this stuff is selling. I told you, it's because you're selling nothing but junk. Nobody's going to buy this stuff. It's not their job to buy it, it's our job to sell it. Don't you get it? We have to do this, we have to do stuff like this because you just had to come back. This is Kitagawa Orphanage. It's the place where I spent the majority of my childhood whilst I was being moved around to different foster parents and institutions. I spent the last year here before I was eligible for employment somewhere. We were hosting a bazaar that day to raise money to help with the orphanage's operating costs. Tableware with ugly patterns, towels with their colours faded, and the crown jewel of the lot was a doll with a creepy face. It was all so ridiculous. Everything was lined up in front of me, and all of them were items that seemed like they were particularly unlikely to sell. I wish I never painted something like this. It was a watercolour painting I made of a bird. I've almost never been praised for it, but I loved creating works of art ever since I was little. Usually, I just doodle some things in my sketchbook, but since I came back to the orphanage, I've been doing some paintings while I spend time with the younger kids. It was only in these moments that I could just forget about everything and enjoy myself. However, much to my dismay, this caught the attention of one of the staff, and since they thought it helped liven things up, they ended up selling my art at the bazaar. Maybe I should just quit painting. I was just doing it for myself as a way to relax, but when they decided to put my art up for sale, it felt like both my art and the feelings I put into it were as worthless as the rest of the junk I was selling with it. I wouldn't exactly call this a lively event. Ugh, everything is truly awful. The weight of the stress made my head hang low. How much is this painting? Huh? The use of colour is really good. I think my daughter will like this. Huh? Oh, my apologies. Is this not for sale? It's for sale. Would you by chance be the one who made this? I felt so awkward as my face grew hot, but I managed to softly nod in response. That's when I saw him, Mr. Amane Iwakura, with a wonderful smile on his face, began admiring my artwork with his incredibly sincere sense of earnesty. Oh my goodness, my heart is absolutely pounding. I've never had someone praise my art like that before. All of that sadness I was feeling just a minute ago had just completely vanished. You're with a customer? I'm sorry, sir. Please excuse us for a moment. What's the matter? Ichiko, you're just about done here, aren't you? Go on back inside. Oh, I'm fine. I still have 10 minutes left in my shift. I think you're sorry. Unemployed arse is anything but fine. The director put in a request with the board, and they went out of their way to make time for you this Sunday. You better dress nicely and have your hair done up. Don't you dare do anything to embarrass him. Got it? Damn it. I hate this so much. You're the one embarrassing yourself around here. Well, you better be listening. I know. I hear you. I'm so sorry. I have to go. Please, wait a moment. If you're looking for work, you should come work for me. I have actually been looking to hire a live-in housemaid. If you are at all interested, I would like to speak with you about it. What? Me? A live-in housemaid? I'm sorry, but there's no way you... Ah, yes, I almost forgot about the painting. I don't have much money on me at the moment, but would 2,000 yen suffice? With those words, Amane gracefully slid 2 bills into a can that only had some loose change rattling around inside. That was the first time I've ever seen paper glisten like that. Looks like I still have 15 minutes to spare. Since I'm here, I might as well... I pulled the new sketchbook that I just brought yesterday out of my bag. I can definitely kill some time with this. What should I draw? I guess I'll draw that angel. Suddenly, beautiful emerald wings fluttered right past my face. They playfully danced around the fountain, then gently landed on the shoulder of the sleeping angel as if they were taking a rest. How beautiful. Okay, I got it. This should be good. I really thought about giving up on my art, but Amane's words were powerful enough to get me to go buy a new sketchbook. He offered me food, clothing, and shelter with a more than adequate salary. He even said that I was free to pursue my hobbies as long as I did my work. Then he told me that I really needed to create more art. Those words made me so happy. The staff members said that I shouldn't take him seriously, but I ended up buying not only a new sketchbook, but some extra new pencils as well. How cute! It was a first page worth commemorating. For some reason, looking at this piece makes me feel like everything will be okay. It's going to be a lot of work to fill this sketchbook up, but I really hope I can fill it with lots of beautiful art while I'm here. Great! Looks like I'm right on time. I put the sketchbook back in my bag, then began walking towards the entrance. Is that a crow? Where is it? It might be in the garden, but it's so vast I have no hope of spotting it. That's weird. Oh, someone's standing there. He's so big. I wonder if he's a security guard. He followed me from the gates all the way to the entrance. Hello? Why is he watching me so intently? Did I do something wrong? Pleased to meet you, sir. I'm Ichiko Kitagawa. I just started working here today. Yikes. He's completely ignoring me. Maybe he's not allowed to talk to people or something like that. I feel like I remember someone telling me that's the case at the castles in England. I managed to convince myself that I was correct and awkwardly forced myself to walk past this man who would no longer look me in the eye. Ah, that car. Next to the entrance, a jet black luxury car was parked in the driveway. This was the car that Amane got into when I first saw him off that first day I met him. Nothing about any of this was a dream. Suddenly, the reality of the situation hit me all at once, and I was now very tense. This is absolutely not the time to start feeling nervous. That's when I looked down at my watch and saw that it was now exactly the time that I was supposed to be here. Oof. I'm sorry. I then rang the doorbell. I could hear a voice calling out from inside. That was when, as if someone was standing by waiting for me, the doorknob quickly made a clanking sound as it began to turn. Ichiko. Welcome. Please come in. ceiling is so high. It's quite hot out there, isn't it? I was surprised to hear that the temperature would go above 30 degrees today. Even though it's the last Sunday in June, I still feel like summer was still away a little ways off. Just the entrance hall of this place alone is bigger than a normal person's entire house. Ichiko, don't just stand there. Please come on in. Yes, of course. But, my shoes? You don't have to take them off. We have many guests from overseas, so we do things in a very Western style in our house. Oh, I see. Well, in that case... Filled with hesitation, I nervously took my first step inside. I just needed to take another step. Then another step. Wow. Even the sound of my footsteps in my cheap shoes echoes with an enchanted elegance. It's a lot of ease. This is too much. I feel like I'm at a fancy ball or something. It reminds me of that famous... what's it called? Rokumikan. Huh? Well, you have such an incredible entrance hall, and it just kind of reminded me of the Rokumikan building. Not that I have ever seen it in person or anything, but I just imagined. I see. You truly are an artist. You have an incredibly good sense for that sort of thing. This residence was designed by a British architect during the Taisho era. It may not have splendour that the Rokumikan has, but it's still just as extravagant. It's reflected in everything from the design to the materials used. Here, take this wainscoting for example. You can see all the designer's fine attention to detail. The same can be said for the mantel above the fireplace. You'll be working here after all. It will be good for you to take some time to get more familiar with the fine details of the residence. Wow. Thank you for sharing that with me. I'm looking forward to seeing more. Then I'm sure the other rooms won't disappoint. But you must be tired. I apologise for making you stand around like this. Allow me to show you to your room. You should rest for a bit, then we can talk about work. I can't believe that my room is inside the residence itself. I figured I'd be staying in a separate building or something. Amane led the way with the sound of my footsteps following directly behind him. The floor creaked softly. I could faintly hear the sound of clothes rustling. It's so quiet. A little too quiet? Where are the other service folks? We have some that come and go, but you're the only one who lives here. What? But please don't worry. I have no intention of burdening you with all the housework. Your room is on the second floor. Please watch your step. No way. I didn't think for a second that I would be the only one. I wonder if things will be okay for me here. Ichiko? Yes? Things were not at all what I thought they would be, so that urge to just stop in my tracks was strong. Despite my slightly trembling legs, I forced myself to start climbing the stairs. I could hear my heart pounding in my chest. What am I going to do if something happens? From the top of the stairs, my room is the one straight ahead, and yours is on the left at the end of the hallway, over there. There's no way anyone would come here to help me. That is my daughter's room on your right. Huh? That's right! I forgot that you had a daughter. The blood that quickly drained from my face came back and made my cheeks hot. That was close. Thank goodness I didn't say anything weird. I emerged from the staircase into a wide hallway. All of the closed doors made it feel rather claustrophobic, while at the same time, the sunlight coming in from the skylights made it feel rather open. Being in a space where you could feel both of these sensations at the same time was pretty overwhelming. Your room is the one straight ahead? Right. It was originally made to be the master bedroom, but I remodeled it after my wife passed away. It now also functions as a workroom. The bathroom is next to the stairs. We need to be considerate of each other's privacy during bathing times, but you are otherwise free to use it as you please. This is the guest room, although we don't really have guests come up here. Amane suddenly cut himself off when he placed his hand on one of the doorknobs. Huh? Oh, it's you, Aria. I didn't realise you were awake. Aria? I guess that's his daughter. That's a pretty uncommon name. Come here, Ichiko. I'd like to introduce you to my daughter, Aria. Now that I think of it, I never asked how old she was. I wonder, maybe she's still pretty young? I did what was asked of me and stepped into the guest room. In that moment, I realised that any of my predictions about her were completely off base. I could only see the back of her as she gazed out the open window. She had long hair that went down to her waist, and her slender ankles were peeking out from under her skirt. She was clearly much taller than me, not to mention that aura she gives off. She doesn't seem like a child, so she's probably not younger than me. Aria? Amane called her name and urged her to greet me. She then calmly turned to face me. It was in that moment. A Renoir painting stood before me. I suddenly remembered an art book that I had completely forgotten about. Somebody had donated it to the orphanage. It was a rather large book. She had this dreamlike beauty. Her thin neck, small face, and big, beautiful eyes were now facing me. Her black hair shined with a bluish tinge from the sunlight. It accentuated the translucency of the whiteness of her skin. It was like the window frame itself was framing a real-life painting. There, standing before me, exuded a beauty that had to be seen to be believed. Was Ame's daughter, Aria Iwakura. Oh. Her small face, ever so petite, neared me. The outlines of her lightly coloured eyes came into view as they absorbed the light in the room. What should I do? Should I greet her first? Yeah, I guess I should. Lower your head. Wait, where's the mouse gone? There's just keys. Nice to meet you. I'm Ichiko Kitagawa. Aria gave me a slight nod as I quickly bowed my head. Her quiet demeanour suggested that she is a person of few words. Maybe it's because both her face and body were so doll-like, but I felt like she was rather cold and distant. Father? When did you rearrange the furniture in here? Oh, just the other night. I thought it'd make the front half of the room feel more open. Why? I have a little idea. I'll keep it a secret for now, but you'll find out soon, Aria. Right. She spoke softly as she slipped between us and made her way out of the room. As she got closer to me, a sweet scent that I had never smelled before softly filled my nostrils. What is that? It smelled so good, like a mix of flowers, medicinal herbs and citrus. I guess beautiful people have a lovely scent to them as well. Are you going back to your room? Yes. I'm not feeling very well. I see. Then please rest well, Aria. Aria is quite frail, you see. I thought she would be sleeping all day today, so I'm glad I was able to introduce you to her. Now, let's see. How much did I tell you about this room? A mild breeze was rustling the curtains. She was just so beautiful. In my mind, I could still see her facing away from me in front of the frame. What a beautiful painting it would be. The girl depicted in it could turn to face me once again. When our eyes met, my throat got tight and I had trouble breathing properly. I will see you again in an hour. I didn't hear anything about this. Just when I thought I was able to breathe again, the thoughts I had in my mind came spilling out into words as I exhaled. The attractiveness of the person I'm working for has nothing to do with me, but wow, I almost felt like I was betrayed, like I took a sneak attack straight to the face. What? Sneak attack? It's only natural that I'd be nervous spending time with someone that beautiful every single day. My heart was still beating like mad and wasn't showing any signs of slowing down. Oh, jeez, I have to snap out of it. I took some deep breaths to try and bring myself back to equilibrium, then took my time as I looked around the room. Suddenly, I felt as if my field of vision was slowly starting to expand. Wait, didn't they say this used to be an altar room? Yeah, Amane mentioned that to me when he was telling me about the rooms. The ceiling seemed to be quite elaborate. It resembled a go board made out of lattice square timber. It's so cool that I can look up at its ceiling when I lie down every night. I wouldn't say this room is all that big, but it is both beautiful and comfortable. To think that they would let me use a room like this. Feeling incredibly grateful towards Amane, I began to unpack my belongings. Not like it would take very long with the small amount of things I bought. I put my pyjamas and underwear away, after which I quickly found myself feeling pretty bored. That's right, he mentioned that he gave me some work clothes to wear. Are they here? I casually opened up one of the drawers to find two sets of clothes in the colour. That's a bit of a translation issue, I think there. Neatly folded and tucked away. Wow, this fabric is so silky smooth. These feel way more expensive than my everyday clothes. I slipped the dress over my head and tied the apron that was lying underneath the dress. I tied the ribbon in the back nice and tight, and unbeknownst to me in that moment, I began to smile. A brand new maid's uniform that fits me like a glove. A beautiful fountain visible from my window. It all makes me nervous, but at the same time, it's not the least bit unpleasant. I can't remember any other time in my life where I felt like this. It was a quiet room where nobody can hear me talk to myself. It feels like another lifetime ago when I was silently crying in my 3-person company dorm room last month. Maybe I can finally get a fresh start here. I was 16 years old. There I was, living on my own, right at the beginning of adulthood. Alright, I changed my clothes and I'm ready to go. Wait, what? It's only been 30 minutes? I don't know what to do with myself. I guess I could take a look at some of the rooms on the second floor while I wait. Every room in this house is going to be a workplace, so I should be able to come and go as I please. With Amane's words echoing in my mind, I quickly put them into action and began moving. Okay, which room should I check out first? Alright, you can move around inside the mansion. Alright, so it's probably a good place to stop. I move with arrows, don't I? Yep, okay. That's probably a good place to stop. It's probably going to close the game if I close it. So, yeah, that was Iwakura Aria. A narrative game, visual novel game, sorry, which is out tomorrow. There's a demo up on Steam, as I said before. It's kind of, as I said in the intro, that it's got this kind of normal feeling, but also kind of speckled in with that, like a slightly, I guess, uneasiness would be what I would say. And you know that something weird's going to happen. I mean, you know, because it's a game, isn't it? Like, something's going to happen and something's going to be unusual about this place that you've come to, this man that's got you to look after his house, and this daughter who's slightly ethereal and got some kind of weird illness that she's always ill with. So, yeah, obviously setting the story up. I think it does a good job of building the two characters at the start, especially the girl, Ichiko, and her background, a bit of her background. So yeah, if it looks like your kind of thing, go check it out as it releases tomorrow. Yeah, it has a demo, like I say. You can go check that out and see if it's your kind of thing. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, all that good stuff. Really helps me out. Really appreciate anyone who takes time out to do that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.